Just tell us about that gutty performance. I mean, from the goal, from the effort, from the scuffles. I mean, just your take on this win over Pumas.
Huge win. I think as far as performances go this year so far, it was one of our most complete performances, I thought. I think we started off the game a little rough. Credit to Pumas. They came out really strong early in the game, and we were kind of losing the physicality battle. They had a couple chances, and then we got our hold on the game. I think especially after the first goal, we really settled into the game more, and then I loved how we kept pushing it 3-0. Guys kept working really hard, pressing really hard. We changed our shape a little bit, which I think helped at the end there too, to control the final couple minutes. But yeah, across the board, clean sheet, a couple guys got on the score sheet. So overall, great game for the team.
Look, beyond the tactics, I mean, that grit, the physicality, the character that it takes, not that altercations are a good thing, but just the ability to match that when a team comes at you as physically as Pumas did.
Yeah.
And the way you were able to provide that for your team.
Yeah, I think, when teams are taking cheap shots at you, you can't just let those slide, and you have to protect each other in those moments. And I think there's plenty of examples of that throughout the game where a number of guys were looking out for each other and protecting each other. And I'll definitely go on record and say I'm really glad to have some of my teammates backing up me today. I really felt that from the team, so I appreciate them for doing that in some of the moments where I was getting into it with people as well.
You mentioned the slow start, or maybe not a slow start, that Pumas came out strong.
Yeah.
Does that sort of serve to make the performance more satisfying, knowing that it wasn't like you just beat up on a team that was coming in here to lie like a dog? It was like you actually turned a match around against a motivated team that showed some skill.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there were some real challenges today. Hostile crowd at some moments too. I know coming out I was hearing a lot of Pumas chants as well, but it was fun. I think a lot of the guys enjoyed the rise in the atmosphere. It did feel more like a proper playoff game, like do or die game, and those are such fun games to play into. But yeah, credit to the guys for coming together in some of those moments. I think the goal they had, the offsides, we all took that moment as a time to fix little things, fix little relationships. I noticed a number of guys all talking with each other of like, okay, let's get ourselves together here and figure this out.
Hey, Paul, take us through your goal. You kind of look like a center back out there with that header. Take us through that play.
Yeah, we won the free kick, and credit to Andy Rose. He had drawn up a couple plays for us to go short, and I was actually expecting to be one of the guys to help short, and Albert and JP already kind of had a plan of what they were going to do there, so they pushed me away. And then the timing was actually good that I was arriving into the box as Albert was serving, and kudos to him. He put it in a really good ball, and then I just tried focusing on keeping it down and kind of keeping that technique, and luckily the defender right in front of me didn't get his head on it, so I was just waiting for the ball to come and then put it far post.
Speaking of Albert, what can you say of his performance tonight? Obviously, he helped you with your goal tonight.
Yeah, I'm assuming he got man of the match, right? I mean, what a game from him. His service has been awesome lately, and that's helped us in games like these when we're kind of got our back against the wall for a sec. We're holding on a little bit. Set pieces become crucial, and I think our team's gotten a lot better at that. And Albert's services just continuing to get better and better over the season. So, yeah, and it's fun playing with Albert on the left. I enjoy that. He picks out good passes. I feel like we're starting to develop a good relationship. So,
I asked Jordan about this too, but I know there's been a lot of positive talk coming from the team about Leagues Cup. It's a trophy. We can go on and on, but I don't know that till tonight it felt like a real cup competition. Did it feel different today, and does it sort of change the way you look at the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, I think I'm still looking at the tournament the same. For us, it's like we're in all the competitions right now to win a trophy, and can we continue to be in all those competitions? But tonight definitely felt different. the atmosphere felt better, felt bigger, and the messaging this week was 3 games to a trophy, or 3 games to a final, and now we're 2 games to a final. So, can we keep going? And that's the test now of this group, and I think we're rolling at the right time, and game by game.
Paul, can you talk a little bit, going the other way, how you guys dealt with these wingers? Brian talked about double teaming them. Sometimes for you guys it was Huerta, sometimes it was other guys. What did you do going the other way down the field?
Yeah, I think personally on my side, Nuhu and I had a couple moments last game where we weren't totally on the same page, of me staying inside or him going out, and they would overload our side quite a lot, and they did the same thing this game. I thought that our relationship was much better, and that's credit to the staff. We had a film session, maybe 2 days ago where we talked about a couple of those situations, and I felt much more confident in our relationship with the back there. But it was tricky, they pushed up their outside backs really high, and they had some really good wingers. So, just depending on the situation, like it required me covering runners into the box, or Christian covering, or Zhao or Obed as well. But I think overall as a unit, we were really solid in that area. But they had some good players. Huerta, I think, especially in the first half, really was causing us a little bit of problems. But happy we came away with a clean sheet.
And you nutmegged him right at the end. How good was that?
Yeah, take us to that moment.
Hey.
I got in the corner there and just kind of playing in the present there, and I noticed that I was going up against a winger, and that tends to suit me more because they're not as good at defending 1v1 moments. And I think in that moment too, he was thinking I might just try and keep it because it's late in the game, and that served me well too. So I was able to take advantage of that. I wish I put a little bit of a better ball, but can't get them all.
We hear about the Rothrock effect, what you do, your intensity, your effort, but it seems like technically, especially on the ball, are you just more confident? I mean you had a nutmeg back heel a couple of games ago. I mean, is that something that you're getting better at, or you're just more confident? What is it that's changed in that regard?
I've heard a lot of the comments that I'm not the most technical player, so I'm reading those and I'm listening to those. But I do think confidence is a funny thing, right? It's something that builds over time, and you don't just have it. And I think as I've gotten more minutes, I've understood like where my outs are in moments, in tricky situations. I think in the first half I gave a couple balls away that I wish I could have back. But I think I'm getting better with some of those little moments when I need to keep it, and also just playing within my means and knowing myself. And then once I'm doing that, then you can start building on it a little bit, and just thinking about my 1v1 situations with guys, and maybe the first time I pass and move, and then the second time I vary it up. So I think just having variation in my game is really important. I can't just be one-dimensional. So, I think just a couple moments have come my way. Obviously, I'm not going to force those moments, but when the opportunity presents itself, have a little fun.